Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing episode of Bitches Who Brunch. I am your head bitch in charge, Miss Bonnie Lynn, and as always, I have my beautiful co-host with me, Miss Marlene.
Hey everyone.
How you doing, girl? You look so cute. Look at you all natural today. Both of us. We went really natural today.
Girl, I took a little nap after day drinking. They had some lavender martinis, put my ass straight to sleep. Don't do it. It's a trap.
She's lying. Take it with a melatonin. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I am super excited about today's episode because we have a super awesome guest with us today. We have Corpus Christi comedian, Mr. Bill Eves. Let's bring him on. Hey, Bill.
What's up, y'all? I went natural too. Look at me.
You look
You look
so
great.
cute. Tell me he doesn't look like a little kid, like about to kill some motherfuckers on a video game or some shit. He literally looks.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You look so adorable. Like it's because like that backdrop is like all big and everything.
I am just a almost 40-year-old child.
That's
You compete in like the gaming arenas, like the championship arenas, like that are packed.
I almost set
No,
a
I'm
world
just kidding.
record like the
Yes.
other day, actually in a video game. Yeah, I was 2 minutes
Oh.
off. It's not. I'm still a loser, but you know what I mean. In in this game, I'm a winner. In this game.
You guys, he's a total catfish right now because he is tall as fuck. Like
Are
he's
you?
tall as fuck. Yes, he had to like literally bend over just to take a picture with me.
I'm
Your
He's tall.
camera
6'4".
is
I'm
deceiving.
like
6'4".
Lower it.
tall.
He's
What?
6'4". He's
I'm like
6'4".
slouching. I have back problems, but yeah, I'm 6'4".
That's my favorite height.
It's a good tall to be. Like I'm not too tall. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. When I walk in the room, people are like, "Oh, he's tall." Not like he's a fucking freak. Like I have friends like that who are taller than me. I hate it. I can't stand it. And that's what it's like. It's like their entire personality. You know what I mean? But then again, we are talking about how tall I am, so I'm full of shit, I guess.
I just want to say he's a whole foot taller than me. A foot
Yeah.
and change. That's how short I am.
Ooh.
Yeah, my
But
daughter's taller than you guys.
oh, embarrassing.
She's 12.
Maybe not taller than Marlene. Marlene's pretty tall.
I'm
Are
actually
you?
really tall.
Are you? How tall are
Yeah.
you?
I'm like 5'9" and a 16th of an inch. With heels, I'm probably like 5'11", like
Yeah.
6 foot.
That's
Six,
that's where I
pretty
got my
tall.
height from. Actually, it's not my dad. It's my mom. My mom's like 5'10". She's like a
Hmm.
Mm.
giant blonde lady, terrifying.
That's hilarious.
Meanwhile, I'm like the genie on Aladdin. Itty bitty living space. I'm
Yeah.
5'3". I'm 5'3". Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, you're so itty bitty.
So
I want
we
to
are
be
gonna get
five
into
three
this.
so bad. Sorry.
Girl. No, you don't.
Why?
Reaching up for the shelves on.
It's
Yeah.
horrible. I can't.
So
Like I
you can
really
play
can't.
that. Can you get this for me?
Oh, I do that very well.
Yeah.
Ass out with the booty shorts.
To
Can you
all
get
the
this for
I
hotties.
me?
can't reach this. Yeah.
All the hotties.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into today's topics. Our first topic is guy truths. We are gonna hit Mr. Bill with some questions. Some ladies want to know and hear like an answer from a guy. So
Hmm.
he
Oh,
is the
yes.
expert on women. We hear word on the street. So we're gonna get it from him. What are we gonna do after that, Miss Marlene? What we got next?
So we definitely have You Got Jokes for Mr. Comedian Bill Eves. Super excited to hear all the jokes that
I
he
can.
has.
Hmm.
Oh, that one's gonna be good. And our last topic is comedy show groupies. Do they exist? Do we know any? What do we do with them? What don't we do with
Hmm.
them? We're gonna find out. And I just want to say hi real quick to Miss Marissa. Nice to see you, ma'am. Always lovely seeing you in our lives. We love you so much. All right, y'all know me. Let's jump right in. All right, Bill, give us a joke about a vagina.
A joke about a vagina. That well, at first I was gonna say like I saved this. This is like literally the only alcohol I had in my house. Is this little? I only have one too, so this is kind of pointless. But whatever. All right. I was told I had to drink, so this seems appropriate. I feel like
What
bitches
is
who
it?
brunch. It's fucking a cab from the gas station. It's a
Ooh,
little
I
one of the
got a
little
cab
gas.
too.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
picky.
Mm.
A joke about a vagina. Funnily enough, I don't do a lot of like dirty jokes. I don't talk about. I think the only joke I have about a vagina is kind of about dick pics. Actually, it's
Ooh.
about how I don't like sending dick pics. I don't think genitalia looks good in general, male or female, and I think it's because I saw the movie Alien at too young of an age. It scarred me for life. So every time I see a vagina, I think of the face hugger from that movie because that's what
Oh,
they're based off of.
it really. That's
Yeah,
facts. Yeah.
that's facts. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
that, and that's yeah. I joke about a vagina.
I
Uh,
didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I just love to. I like to get you guys loose a little bit with the little loosey goosey question. All right. So this is Guy Truths. So a couple of ladies have submitted, and by the way, ladies, we are going to do an entire episode with a guy panel. So if you have questions for guys, make sure you send those in, like DM us on Instagram or on our Facebook page, and we will get those questions in the queue for our March 21st episode. Okay, but for Mr. Bill tonight, the one question that guys and other guys and girls want to know is, do guys watch our stories on Instagram or on Facebook, or do you guys just do this thing where you like just flick through them, don't even pay attention to them, or do you actually watch them? Do you guys go back and rewatch? Like what do you guys do on Instagram? We want to know.
uh, if you're interested in the person, probably like if you want to fuck the person, yeah, for sure. Like your stories are getting mad views. Uh, if it's like that's probably the most what you're seeing. I feel like when you look at the people who see your stories the most, it's like it's the people you're engaging with the most, and then it's like, oh, this person is just like a fan of you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Love that word.
those, yeah, they're a fan, they're trying, and usually they're trying to DM slide at some point, you know what I mean? You get the hard eyes or the fires, or yeah, and y'all know what you're posting. You guys know what reaction you're trying to evoke. So
What?
I think it's just, I feel like all that social media shit is just like usually a game between like you're trying to catch someone specific's eye with that usually most of the time, or use it for work like we do. But there are thirst traps are 100%, I feel like, usually directed, or like just want to see who's out there, who's gonna hard eye this, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I
Real
feel like
quick.
if we are, guys do watch them, but not intently, probably, unless it is a thirst trap, they're definitely watching those.
So, do you ever see like maybe like a quote, or in the past, like maybe not right now, but like in the past, have you ever seen like a quote and you're like, oh, damn, like that, I wonder if that's for me, or think like, I wonder if that's for me, or anything like. Do you even
Yes.
pay attention to the quotes, or is it mainly?
Yes.
Do you think
Subliminals,
guys pay
yeah.
attention?
Yeah, and I know when it's for me because it's usually something about what a pain in the ass I am. Yeah, not me specifically, but what fucking guys are. Yeah, I of course, yeah. Um, or like the Kermit frog, like wish I would have listened or whatever, sipping tea, and you're just like, you bitch. Like, yeah, I'm just like, we know it's directed, and I mean, and sometimes it's not, and you think it is, you know what I mean, and that's also, I'm sure, happens all the time.
Yeah. All right. So Miss Priscilla said, "Hey y'all. Hey Miss Priscilla. Always good to see you on a
Hey,
live."
Miss
And Miss
Priscilla.
Mandy B said, "Bill on live. Yay." Who's that? Who's Miss Mandy?
That's my ex-girlfriend from the
Oh,
Navy from a long time ago.
what's up,
Long time
ex?
Oh,
ago.
I'm on. I'm on.
okay.
I'm on. Hey, the ex is here. Pour the
When
tea.
we were,
Put
but
it in
before
the
I could even
comments.
drink, we were stationed in Cuba together.
That's awesome.
So I guess that answers your question as to whether or not who watches your stories, because I guarantee you that's how she found this.
We're here for it, girl. Make sure you like, share,
She
J-
lives in
follow.
California, I think now.
Absolutely, we love
Calling
us some
her
Mandy B.
out. You must have been an amazing, amazing
Taco.
boyfriend back then.
No, not then, not now.
You're like, not, haven't changed, not ever.
I mean it's yeah. I think I'm more patient now. Definitely with age I've gotten more patient, but yeah, I'm still
It's the fact that you're
stubborn.
6'4". She just can't get over it.
This one is actually 5'10". This is the tallest woman I've ever dated, actually.
Ooh,
Okay.
She's a badass. She was a cop in the Navy. We were stationed in Guantanamo Bay together.
Oh, yes, Miss Mandy. Get it, girl. Thank you for your service, by the way. Yes, we're here for
Yeah,
that.
thanks
We
for your
love us some
service,
military.
Amanda.
I'm all yours too. You're all right. Whatever.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're here
yeah,
for
yeah. No,
we're here for
I like
Mandy.
saying that because yeah, we all feel awkward every time someone says that to us. And anyone who doesn't feel awkward is probably a bit of a narcissist. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of one of those. It's like a hard compliment to take. And I talked about it one time in group. Yeah, I go to group counseling, but that we talked about it one time, and I was like, I don't know what to say. Like I haven't been on fucking posts outside their house, and it's like we just thank you for your support. So I'll just say that on behalf of Amanda and
No, you need
myself
to say
too.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. I
Period.
just wanted to go
You're
to
welcome.
college. You know what I mean? Like, and plus 9/11. I was like at that age group when I saw that happen, and I was like, fucking, we need to get revenge. And yeah, and then it was like, why are we in Iraq? Why are we here? Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't want to fucking.
All right. Let's go on to the second question. Now, girls want to know, why are you guys so mean to the girls you like?
Ugh.
I think that's a young man's. I think that's a. I think that's
You,
every
you'd be
guy has
surprised.
their game. You know what I mean? Like every guy has their way that they go about it. That negging thing, I don't know. That's I don't really think that's my cup of tea so much. Like but I'm definitely like the type to fuck with you, like make fun of you. And I think that, but that's like because in my family that's what we do. Like that's how we show affection is by cutting each other down, right? But
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as like dudes do that because I think psychologically, like the rejection of the like, oh, why, what can I do to make him like me? And then you kind of go like towards that, or they genuinely don't give a shit about your feelings, and you still, see that as being like, oh, I can change his mind, and maybe you can, maybe you can't, but if you have to, you probably shouldn't try.
So the follow-up question to that was, why are you guys the absolute rulers of mixed signals? Then that kind of
God.
goes in hand, like why they mean to why you mean, and some girls take mixed signals as being mean. So what's up with the mixed
What
signals?
is a
Why do
mixed
you guys
Yeah.
do
signal?
it?
Mixed signal is like saying I love you one day and then like the next day like totally being like standoffish, kind of like feeling like the girl is like bothering you, like
Yeah.
weird,
um
weird.
hmm. Are you talking about
Or
like in a relationship, or are you talking about dating phase?
no, not even dating phase. Like it could
D-
be a
d-
dating phase or
talking,
just like
dating,
talk. Yeah, talking, dating,
talking.
whatever.
I
What?
think with the talking phase is like half the people that are talking are just getting out of relationships, and it's kind of like no one's ready to commit yet, or they aren't ready to commit. So like everyone is in this weird non-committal, like, oh, I don't want to give too much energy or too much of my. I don't want to get hurt, right? Everyone's so afraid of getting hurt, so everyone's being non-committal, and then when you're dating and you're talking to multiple people, it's like, oh, I like this one the most, and then you have this one or this. You know what I mean? You like different things about different people. I I don't know what dating is like for y'all. I don't want to say that was my experience. I was married for 10 years, and then I didn't start dating like that until I was like 31 or something like that,
Mm.
and I'm 37 now. So, like the last 6 years, the last 2.5 years, I've been in a relationship in and out, but we just got back together recently, and I feel like the mixed signal thing is just kind of it goes both ways. It's just a dudes are dudes are afraid to talk about their feelings, right? The only acceptable form of emotion for men to show typically is anger, right? So if it's not worth me getting angry about, like I just kind of want it to go away. So maybe I won't talk about the problem I'm having, and then tomorrow I'm really pissed about the problem because I've been stewing about it for a day, and now here I am the next day, and you're trying to be all lovey-dovey, and I'm pissed at you, and I'm not talking about it. I think that's a mixed signal. Is that kind of, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then you finally do talk about it, and you both blow up because you're defensive and I'm already fucking mad and ready to attack. And that happens both ways in a relationship. And in dating is just like, I don't think anyone takes it seriously, and I think serial daters typically the dudes you run into that are serial daters are they don't give a fuck. They don't
Yeah,
care.
that's
Yeah.
true. A, another like form of like mixed signals would be like if you're obviously like either in the beginning stages talking dating like someone and that
Mm.
person acts like they like you one minute and then the next minute that's like a hot and cold thing. Those are
Yeah,
that's so many like when I just did this whole dating app experience thing or whatever, and a lot of the guys I talked to like they said that they do that's something that they do because they want to keep their options open.
yeah. And a lot of times it'll be like, oh, you like someone initially, and you like the first things you're seeing their representative is what I've heard it called. Uh, you're meeting their representative at first, and eventually, once they start to settle into who they actually are and who you actually are, once you start to settle, I can put down the facade a little bit, and you start to see that, and you're like, oh, I don't fucking like this person at all. Like initially you think like, oh, everything up front seems great, and then you're just like, oh, you're kind of a fucking weirdo. I don't like this. And then you start to back off, and you can't be like, hey, you're fucking weird. That thing, your whole thing with your dad, that's weird. Like I don't, you know, you just kind of like, I think a lot of people ghost now because everyone has so much access to you. Anyone can like get a hold of my ex-girlfriend from 10, 15 years ago can find me right now at this moment. Do you know what I'm saying? So everyone has so much access to each other now that I feel like when with I've done this before for sure, ghosted someone where it's just kind of like I don't want to I don't feel like having the confrontation of why I don't like this or whatever. And I've also had the thing where it's like I've told people the truth and then they fucking freaked out and wouldn't leave. Shit like that. So it's just like I'll just like stop talking to the people from now on. You know what I mean? Like it just really depends. But I think that's why people back off and ghost is because they just don't want to have the confrontation,
That's
which is
true.
cowardice,
Yeah.
but it's not very polite.
Yeah,
But
so in other words y'all ain't shit.
yeah, we're not
I
shit.
kid, I kid, I kid. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. The last question is why do you guys like half naked pictures of girls whenever you got a dime at home?
And do guys share pictures of naked girls? Like that
uh
you're familiar with, like not just like randos.
yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Already. So, ladies, no, your titties is in the group chat.
Babe,
So,
stop
Not
sending.
always.
Stop. Yeah, right. Stop sending.
Not always. No. Listen, send. Send. Cuz uh it it's just be careful about who you're sending it to. It's like, oh, this guy's a shitbag. He like you know what I mean? Like you know like if this guy gives a fuck about you or not. If I don't share those because I just kind of feel like it's a violation, right? Like this is something you're giving me for me in this moment, right? So and if I break up with someone, I delete all of that shit. Um, I get rid of it. But there are undercurrents of communities online um, that I would never talk about because I'm terrified of hackers and they will find you. But these pictures go around online. These pictures go around to each other, uh, like shit like that. Like I don't personally share shit with my friends and stuff like that. But that's just I'm very possessive. You know what I mean? Like I'm an asshole. I'm like I'm not fucking. It's mine. Like you know what I mean? But some guys like to show it off. Some guys like to be like, "Hey, yeah, that's mine." Like, you guys want to fuck her? Some guys like cucking shit like that. So it really just depends on the guy. But yeah, you definitely 100% have to be aware that once you take those pictures, like not only that, it's like you don't know what genius autistic kid from your class can hack into your fucking iCloud and take all that shit that you've got in that hidden folder and he has it on his desktop now and then he's trading it to someone else on 4chan for something else. That shit happens all the time. So I think we just kind of have to accept the fact that we're all taking these pictures and we're all sending them to each other, and if people see you naked on the internet, like, oh fucking well, like I hope it was a good one.
I've been autistic. Hacker is hacking into my cloud. You know, he deserves it. Like, Guy, you got the
He
bag.
does
You got it all. Cause
no.
Yeah, take them. Take it. They're yours.
they're all there. Cut me in. Cut
I'm
me
not even
in.
mad. I'm impressed. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
And
Yeah,
so will
Mr.
he.
Robot.
He will be impressed because there's a plethora.
Yeah. What was the
But
first question? Why do they heart shit when they have shit at home? I think
yeah.
everyone does that shit.
Is it
Um
like a scrolling
like
and
when
boring?
you're I think it's just kind of like a goddamn like you appreciate it. Um I don't know, long-term relation. I haven't been I don't know, I can't say. When when I was married, I definitely did that shit because I was a fucking asshole, and it's just kind of it's one of those things that you know you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be doing, but I don't know. People do it anyway because it's kind of just like nothing's gonna. It's fucking nothing. It's just like I
So it
kind of
is
think it's
nothing. So it is
yeah
nothing to you guys. Those
yeah.
hearts that you're giving to those half naked girls on Instagram.
It's exact. It's like cheering at the fucking NASCAR when the fucking girls come out holding shit up. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like you look fucking good. You look good. If you look good, you look good. Yeah. I think it's kind
Marlene,
of one of those things.
Marlene, what are you doing if
Unless
your
it
guy
is
is
something
sitting
they're
next to
trying
you
to evoke.
cheering at the NASCAR girls? What are you doing?
I'm gonna cheer the NASCAR girls too, because I mean maybe they're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're just
Damn,
appreciating.
bitch. Look at her booty. Okay.
Okay, so Mr. David said
Like,
hi,
but don't
beautiful
talk to
lady.
them. Don't
Hey,
go talk
David.
to anybody.
Robert said good recovery. And Mr. Sam said, did women in the 18th century get mad when their men looked at paintings of women? Probably. They probably did. And they did, probably. Because let's be real. Let's be real. Let's, like, ladies. First of all, I want to hear from the ladies in the chat. Have you ever shared dick pics in amongst friends? Like, let's not lie, because I know the fuck I do. The second someone sends me a dick pic, it's going straight into the chat room and we're all laughing about it.
Everywhere.
I'm just
It's
going.
going everywhere. Like, don't do it. It's going everywhere.
I just had the worst internet lag spike, and you guys were not saying anything. And then when I came back, it was dick pic in the chat room. So,
You came back
um,
at a good time. So
yeah,
I was
Yeah.
it,
I was saying I was saying that if I get dick pics, it's going straight in the chat. It's going straight in the chat, screenshot everything, especially if they're unsolicited. Unsolicited?
unsolicited. Yeah,
I
100%.
second.
Don't do
I
that,
second
guys.
that.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. If I love a guy, I will not show you a dick.
Yeah,
In
no.
fact, if I'm
No.
dating someone and like someone else has seen their dick or even like comments like, "Oh, I bet he has a big dick," I will stab you in the fucking eyeball. Don't talk about my man.
God damn it.
Miss Marissa said yes, 100%. She's sharing it. We share it. That's what we do. But
It's
no, like
funny. There's
Mandy
sometimes they're
said,
like multicolors and they're like
oh, that's true.
rainbows.
That's true. Miss Mandy said, haven't shared any yet, but the day will come. That sounds like a threat, and I'm here for it. Girl, we gonna have to be friends. I'm gonna text you my number.
They will come.
I
Mandy,
like
just
her. Add Mandy.
throw it in the
Add
group.
Mandy to the group. Add Mandy to the
Yeah,
group
for
chat.
real. Uh-huh. Mandy,
Oh,
we'll
I was
wake
always
you up in the morning.
I know, no shit. I guess we're taking a trip to Cali. Woo woo! Who wants to go with us to meet Mandy?
Down. Oh, that's the X. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
just got that. So Mandy has he ever sent a dick pic to you?
Oh, yeah. I feel like he has. And that's why she's like, the day will come. You
Ooh.
about to get yours. So it looks like Mr. Bill is having connection issues. So we're just gonna talk shit about him while he's not here. So because we need to move on to you got jokes, and apparently he's got jokes because he just pulled the
Apparently.
disappearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's disappearing act. He is not only a comedian, he's also a magician. David Blaine, eat your fucking heart out.
Yeah, right. Miss Mandy said nope. Oh, Bill's a gentleman. We love that.
Oh my god. How
We love
So
cute.
that.
sorry.
And
So
he's back.
so Mandy sent us photos of your DPs while you were gone.
You
I'm
missed
just
a
kidding.
lot. You missed a lot.
Spectrum sucks. I'm so mad right now. I've had so many technicians out here, like four
And I feel like
times.
you're the hack. I feel like you're the computer hacker. Like if anyone should have it together, it should be you.
There's nothing I can do about it because it's their wiring, and like the way that this city is set up, like if you live in a certain part of town, you're stuck with a specific
Oh, I'm
provider. No
sorry.
matter, it's annoying. Like
That's
I'm
it's
true.
sorry.
horrible. Uh, Grande is the best internet provider in town, by the way. If you guys don't know that,
So
their speeds are actually
Well,
correct.
Grande is actually no longer in business. It's called something totally different. It's called Astound Broadband.
yeah, yeah, but it's still like the systems. But anyway, Mr. Robert says the Guy Society cut him off before he disclosed too many secrets.
Yeah, it's the hacker known as 4chan. He's in my shit.
Did you say foreskin?
Force,
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Chan. That's
Foreskin
where
is
they
my
fucking
hacker name.
foreskin.
Yeah,
You know what? You look
it's a
like you have some
four
foreskin.
SK1N.
Are you cut
Foreskin.
or are
Marlene.
you? Sorry, too much. Was that too personal?
I loved
I
it.
did,
I was here for it.
Man, I'm on Mandy. Is he cut or
I'm
is he
dead.
foreskin? Or is he foreskin and 4chan?
Okay. See, we got
Sorry, Bill.
jokes. We
I
should
don't.
we should do a we should do a set with you, Bill. We really should. It would be so much
You guys
fun.
should come do open mic sometime.
Bill,
Come try it out.
So speaking of open mics, we're gonna go into you got jokes now. So
Wait,
you
what
are
happened with it? So you guys were just saying the dick pic thing? I'm so sorry. I just want to keep up with the conversation. So you're saying
we
unsolicited dick
haven't
pics
seen your
get in the.
dick pic. We haven't seen
No,
it.
you won't.
no,
You won't.
you're safe, and you're
You
safe.
won't.
No,
Yeah.
we were we were
I
It's
just
don't
on
send
saying
four.
that
like
out. I've never been
It's
like
on
that.
4chan. It's on 4chan.
I
So
doubt it.
just
I doubt it. I'm
you don't
very,
sound
very
100%.
particular. No, I'm pretty positive. I very, very rarely send that thing out.
But
I'm
Bonnie,
here for
new season goal: get a dick pic from Bill.
I'm here for his stuttering. It's awesome. And now he's
Aw,
flustered because of his
he's.
connection. So I
Aw,
love
I'm
that. I love that
sorry.
for him.
He's
It's
shy.
not better
Look at him.
now.
He's that connection got him all flustered.
It's
So
still messed up.
no,
No, you're
Oh,
good.
okay. It's good now. Okay, good, good.
no,
Yeah.
we're picking on you. It's
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We can see
So
you blushing there.
you didn't miss too much. We were just joking around with Mandy about you.
Um,
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk more about like your comedy and stuff.
uh-huh.
So you are a comedian. How long have you been in comedy?
7 years, I think at this point. I started right when I turned 30. I was kind of having a midlife crisis, and I used to play guitar. I was in like a band and stuff like that, and I kind of realized like I already had kids and stuff. There's no money left in music, so I switched over to journalism school. And while I was there, I realized that there's no money left in journalism either. But for some reason, I just started doing comedy. I just wanted to try it, and then I got hooked pretty quick within the first couple times, and yeah, it's I've been doing that ever since.
So how hard is it to create jokes or to create, whatever program it is that you go by whenever you're doing your jokes? How hard is it to actually do jokes or create jokes in today's climate where you
Yeah.
have to be worried about who you're offending and what you're saying and the right words you're using? Like, is that even something that you have to like worry about
And
or like,
do you even care if you offend people?
Yeah,
Oh,
I care, but some people don't. It really just depends on the comedian. It depends on the person. It depends on what you want to do with comedy. For me, I don't know what my goal is. I think just to be I would be happy being what's called a road dog, just touring, and no one knowing who I am. I don't care as long as I'm not in a fucking office. As long as I'm not in a patrol car. I used to be a cop. Like as long as I'm not doing shit that I hate. That's really the only thing that's important to me. And those dudes who make who are on the road, they make a decent living, and it's like, uh, especially in comparison to kind of selling your soul to do something that you fucking hate. And I've done that. So I did that for a long time, and I stopped. And I would say that financially, I could be a lot better off if I was still doing what I was doing. But I would say like spiritually, I guess emotionally, I'm way happier doing what I do. And it's so I don't really. I know I've already offended people. I know I'm offending people all the time. No matter fucking what, I'm gonna offend someone. There's specific words that I for sure won't use, um,
mhm.
and part of it is just out of respect. not even necessarily out of fear, because they can be funny. And I've seen them be funny, I've heard them be funny, but just for me, if I don't have 110% the right way to approach it, in my opinion, where it's just fucking funny no matter who you are, or overall, the majority has to think it's funny, or it's too offensive. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But or you have to. It's really up to the art. It's art,
Yeah.
right? So it's really up to the guy on stage, the girl on stage, the he, she, him, whoever. Uh, whoever. There's so many different types of comedians, and usually the guys who are what do I want to say? The guys who are representing a minority, like Brad Williams, who is a dwarf, um, they're usually the most offensive shit.
Mm,
Partially because they can get away with it, because they are part of the and when you're in a minority, you can say shit now.
yeah.
But like for me, being a cis white male, I can't. There's a lot of shit that I'm not even gonna fucking bother talking about, because nobody really wants to hear me talk about it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm usually talking about myself. So
Now,
it's more. Go
I
ahead.
did have a chance to see his set, and it was funny. Like literally, him and the last guy after him
Jamie
are favorite.
Gravy.
Yes,
Thank you.
hands down that night. Now there was and like see what you're saying I think is true. Like that's more of like a read the room type of situation because
Yeah.
there was a comedian there that night. I'm not going to say his name, but there was a comedian there that night that we absolutely nobody at our table liked. And I don't really think anybody in the crowd was liking his jokes because immediately he got up there and attacked big people, and it was just like a read the room type of situation, and it the jokes weren't funny either. It's just like
Oh
it made you think like what big person hurt you. Like it was not
yeah. And
it
that
wasn't funny.
comic in particular that you're talking about, I know who you're talking about. I won't name him either. I kind of want to, but he's funny. He's a funny guy, but he's always been like that. Where when he first started, he's only been around for like a year and a half, so he's still
Mm-hmm.
very new. And when he first came out, his style is to kind of talk to the audience. And there are guys who go up there and come up and just do crowd work and insult the audience. But what they do is you kind of have to go after yourself first to make everyone else more comfortable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like no one everyone who sits up front, some people are there to sit up front, to be heckled, to heckle back and shit like that. And then
Yeah.
like some people don't want to be talked to at all, and they just got talked into it by the seater. And because we want you up front. And it's like I want to talk to you, but it's like he was just being me without being funny, and that was the problem. He was
Yeah.
just what's the joke? I fight the fire that is your fat ass, because he's a personal trainer. That's the joke, right? And it's just kind of like it's just not that, like, I love him,
Yeah.
but it's just not that funny. And it's just fucking like you go up. And we told him this after the show. We talked to him about it too, and it was like, dude, you just go up there and you're just mean to them for no reason. It's like why? Like you have
Because
to
he
earn it
fucking
in a
hates
way.
people. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Well, well,
he
Fuck.
here's
kind
the
of does.
thing. Here's the thing. Like I talked to him before the set,
Uh
and
huh.
he was funny. He was
Hmm.
funny. He was cute. He was sweet. Like he was, and so me and Jacqueline, because we got there late and we
Uh
were ordering food, and he was there, so we were like talking to him and messing with him and stuff, and he was hilarious and a little charming and nice and everything. And we're like, dude, this guy's gonna kill it. And then he got on stage, and we were like, fuck this asshole. We don't like him.
yeah. It's just one of, like you said, you have to read the room. And um I do a joke. um I've done a joke a couple times about a brother that I had. He had a Down syndrome, and but he also was autistic. He was also blind, like 90% blind. He was born with all of his organs in the wrong place, and I use the R word, which I won't now, because it's like on stage, it's kind of like I'm gonna say whatever I want in the moment.
Right.
And sometimes it kills, and sometimes it's like it makes people uncomfortable. And it's just one of those things where it's like I don't necessarily like doing it, but I think it's funny because of how disabled he was. So it's like I don't know if the joke works, and it's one of those things that you have to figure it out. It's like maybe when you see me do the joke, I'm doing it for like the second or third time or the first time even, and I haven't really figured it out, and I don't know if I want to push this envelope necessarily, or if I want to back off and hit it from another angle.
Mm.
and I mean, JJ wasn't doing that. He wasn't like trying to figure out the joke. That's the joke, but it is kind of one of those. Uh, and I said his name, JJ Sweat.
I know.
Everyone,
I was just like, ooh, and I
notorious
also
asshole in the Corpus comedy scene. We all know this.
we don't have bleeps here. But you just mentioned a brother. So how does your family take like because you joke do you joke around about your family? Is this
Oh
have they
yeah.
like yeah, is have you lost like literally
Cool.
touch with family? Have
Well,
there
the
been
one that
issues with your
yeah.
jokes?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, the when I first started, like because I was already 30, you know what I mean? I think they kind of weren't expecting me to get into comedy like at that late of an age. And once I started, they were just kind of like the first question my dad asked me was how hard I was going after him and my mom, which I've now worked into my set. And that was just I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to be worried about what I was gonna say. And but like go like mm, it, if, in the summary of my life, it is kind of like they knew I was going to talk shit about both of them because that's kind of what comics do. It's like your parents come up eventually for all of us, and all of us are here because of our parents. Every single comic is there. We're all weird. We're all super weird. We all had weird upbringings, the most of us, and I'm no different. My dad's been pretty good about it so far. He from what he said, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. That's what he's told my one of my other brothers. My mom, no. My mom is no. My mom doesn't like being the butt of any joke. She she
No.
she takes it too personally. But
Now
I do I
is she the Italian?
no.
Is she the Italian? No.
No, he's my dad both they're both adopted. My dad grew up Irish Italian in an Irish Italian neighborhood with a bunch of fucking all of his best friends. My uncles are all Italians, the Recchiones and the Brandon Martys and shit like that. And then that's Eves is from the people who adopted him. Um, Years later, we found out that our last name is supposed to be DeLuca or some shit like that. It would have been DeLuca had whatever life circumstances not happened. But my grandfather was like a fuck boy or something. He just knocked up some married chick, and then my dad was
That's
given
where
up
you
for
get your
adoption.
looks from.
No,
Got it.
it's my mom. I look like my mom. I have my
Oh,
dad's heavy brow, but the rest of this is my mom is
all your
a very
mom.
pretty lady. Yeah, uh, but it's yeah the rest of I think I get the personality from my grandpa, the gift of gab. I think he was probably a talker.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll fuck a DeLuca before I fuck a Eves.
Thanks,
What about you,
thanks.
Marley?
It is a
Isn't that
weird last name.
well, no, it's because like in Grey's Anatomy, there was a DeLuca in there. He was pretty good looking.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah. You should Google that.
it is a better last name for sure. It's too
Okay,
late.
so have you ever lost a girlfriend or a girl? Has she gotten mad? Do you joke about your girlfriends? Do you bring them into your sets?
Uh, I started when I was still married, but I was like we were going through like the separation divorce thing. So like I've done a joke about my divorce and sometimes like when I'm seeing someone they don't necessarily like when I do a divorce joke when they're there because they feel like that's like they're like they think it's me or they think it's weird or they think you left for me or something like that and it's like no this is years later but yeah I do a joke now about the the relationship that I've been in for the last couple years and it's pissed her
Yeah,
off
that's
yeah
it. Silence.
yeah well
Okay.
it's more like I feel like if I do a joke about her, she's like, "Oh, you're only telling your side of it," which is like, "Yeah, I'm the fucking one up there. Like, it's my side. This is my side." So,
Hand her a mic. Hand her a mic.
no, she's not here.
No, no, no. Whenever she's like, oh, when she goes to your shows, hand her a mic.
Oh yeah.
Let's see that rebuttal. All right, so go ahead and right now, go ahead and tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about your comedy, where they can see it, when your next show is. Go ahead and hit us with your
Uh,
best shot. What you got?
Follow me on Instagram for sure. It's Bill Eves Eaves eavesdrop. You can remember I have big ears, easy to remember, right? It's Eaves. Um, I have reels and stuff on there. Most of what I do now is there's not a whole lot of comedy in Corpus. You know what I mean? you can get on shows pretty much every weekend, but like people don't come out. It's not a very big city. I think it's only like 400,000 people. So we have open mics every week, every day of every week. There's one on Tuesday at Mesquite Southside, which is next to the Brick. There's one on Wednesday at Comics Live, which is in Sal's Bronx Pizza, Yorktown, and Staples, and then there's every Thursday Mesquite downtown. Those are the open mics. But follow me, follow any comedian like from this town, because like most of us are just trying to scrape by. I have to just go to San Antonio and Austin and San Marcos most of the time just to get out of here to get on shows, because there's just not a whole lot going on here. But if you follow us, we're always posting, advertising, stuff like that.
Okay, that's awesome.
And then my
And
Twitch
for
still use comedy.
yeah, I was gonna say for those that also you do
It's like
Twitch
horror
because you do
games.
gaming.
Yeah. I play this
That's
game
cool.
called Dead by Daylight. It's a horror game. So if you like horror games, I'm pretty good at it. I play with my brother. I play with a couple other friends. We're pretty good, and we fuck with each other a lot. And it's a really fun game to watch because it is so like nerve wracking. Like all you can do is hope that I can get away. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like watching a horror movie. It's a lot of fun.
See, yeah, you mentioned that like all you could do is run. See that
Yeah,
I would die. I would die even in the game because
yeah,
if I have to just run, bitch, I'm dying. I'm staying
yeah.
there. That's why the apocalypse happened and we had to like if there was a zombie apocalypse,
Uh huh.
I better be in a car. I better be in a fucking car because if I'm not in a car, I'm died. I'm dead. Dead.
Is that what you?
um,
What's your zombie plan? What would you do?
what's my
Whew.
zombie
Yeah.
plan?
Do you have one?
No, should I have one? Is that like a bug out bag? Do we need one? I
You've
feel like
never
we
thought about it? No one's ever asked you that question? What would you
no one's
do if
ever
the
asked me that really, but like, if I think about it, I'm like, I'm gonna go on a boat and I'm gonna get on water and I'm gonna go to like an island in the middle of nowhere that doesn't have people. Leave me the fuck alone. What about
So
you,
like
Marlene? What are you
my
doing?
family, my family has an F-650 truck. So it's got like it's huge. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like reach up there and get it. So we would like pack everybody in, and then another family member has like remote land, like way out there in I
Mhm.
don't know east of Austin, just country. Like hopefully just fucking take
Get out of
shelter,
the city? Yeah,
get
get
out of
out
the
of the
city
city into
and
the
take
country.
shelter. Yes,
Put your back to the coast. Yeah,
yes.
I'm torn. I
Miss
would. I think I would. I have a. My best friend is like a country bumpkin type dude. So I think I would just go to him and be like, "What do we do? Like, how do? What do I don't know what to do, dude. I don't know how to live off the land. I was in the military. Like, I know how to shoot. I know how to do all this shit. And it's like y- it, your trade becomes so valuable in something like that. Like carpenters are gonna have a use even, right? But like, I don't have a trade besides talking and violence. Like from when I was in the military, like that was my job. So it's just kind of like I would have to take other people's shit or be like, hey, I'll protect us. But I need you to grow the things because I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know what to
he
do
said
with
I'll need
this.
you to grow things.
Yeah, I need you to grow things, and then I'll kill everyone. It's fair
This-
trade. That's my trade. Is violence.
Miss Jessica said, "You're right. We do need more comedy clubs here in Corpus." So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, there's several here, but it's just kind of like, to be honest with you, people don't come to a lot of shows here, but there's not a lot of people, so they come out for specific comedians with names and stuff like that. Hobby Luna is a local comedian. He does like one or two shows every year where he brings people out, but you can't do a monthly here. You can't do a weekly. I mean, the most popular weekly is the Thursday night open mic downtown Mesquite, and they've been doing that for like 12 years now. So people know it's there and it's at the most popular spot. So it's tough to get people to go to these. And you're going to when you go to an open mic, you're going to watch new comedians try new jokes and old comedians try new jokes and shit like that. And like it's just not always a good time. Sometimes we suck bad, and like it's part of the process. And so yeah, the Thursday open mic is a lot of fun for that. But I don't know. Was there a question? She was just saying we need more comedy clubs. I
yeah. No,
don't
she says, "Where will you be at next? Where and when?"
know. I'll probably be at the open mic on. I think this Thursday. Oh yeah, you guys should come to the open mic this Thursday at Mesquite. the two of the comedians, Roland and Ben, uh, who both have visual impairments, had a go-kart race this weekend. And whoever won, they did it on Sunday. Whoever lost has to come to the show and drag. And the show is being hosted by a drag queen named Beautiful. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his. I don't fucking see what I mean. I don't know what the fuck to say. His name, it's my friend. I'm like, I don't want to offend him. I'm like, his show name is Beautiful. His name's fucking Santi. Anyway, he's gonna be hosting, I'm pretty sure, in full drag. So that's gonna be a blast, and it's gonna be a comedy open mic, and one of those comedians is going to be done up in drag, and they're both not the best looking guys, I would say. Hideous men, disgusting, hideous creatures. They both look like bluff rats. I don't
Oh
know. I'm
shit.
sorry. I wish they were here. This is probably too mean for a Bitches Who Brunch podcast. It's funnier when there's a bunch of dudes just tearing into each other. Right now, I'm just punching down.
No, but now I'm intrigued and I want to go see just how ugly they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
seriously. I'm
that's.
just
I
like,
mean, you're gonna
damn.
get to see one of them in drag, and it's gonna be fucking great.
Miss
Yeah.
Jessica says yes. Now
I
that
sold
sounds
it.
like fun. So she's down. All right. So guys, you heard him. Make sure you check out the Mesquite Comedy Club downtown on Thursday. It's gonna be a blast, apparently. So, at what time does
Sounds
it
fun.
start?
9 o'clock. If you want to
9
sign
o'clock.
up, sign up's at 8:30. If you want to try your
Oh,
hand, you were
not
Oh
mentioning.
me
no.
signing Marlene up.
No way, Jose. You definitely do it.
I would just get up there and just be like, I have boobs. Hey,
You're hilarious.
period. But all right, so let's get into our last topic for tonight. Comedy show groupies. Do they
Mhm.
exist?
I mean,
I'm looking at one.
kind
I'm
of.
just kidding. Just joking.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't really speak so much. I mean, like the open. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucked a girl after your show.
Oh yeah.
What?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like
That's a
that
groupie.
most of the guys who get into this shit like get into it to meet girls like that. Like, hey man, can you get me on the show? There's this girl who's here to see me. Like, I get that shit all the time when I'm hosting something. It's like, oh, can I go before she's gonna leave? She's gonna leave, dude. And it's because
Dead.
chicks like funny dudes. Girls, same thing. Girls like funny, like guys like funny girls. Girls are there to get laid too sometimes, and it's fucking. I don't know. It's there's not so. I wouldn't say there's like groupies or anything, especially here, but there's definitely like single women who come to the shows. If you bomb in front of them, they won't even fucking look you in the eye when they're leaving. But if you do well, then yeah, then they'll talk to you. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Marlene, would you fuck a comedian like that? Would you go to a comedy show just to like cruise around and see which one you would fuck?
I'd probably fuck Bill.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Six
That's a
four.
huge compliment. That's a
Six
huge
four, and
compliment.
you're funny.
Fuck.
And I bet you just. I
Thank
bet
you.
you just
See,
stay
that-
home and game.
That's
I'm
more
down.
important that you said I'm funny than you said you would fuck me. That's on. I swear to God, like that's how fucked up comedians are. Like that is the most important thing to me. Oh, she said I was
He's
funny.
like-
Now I'll fuck you too. That's all you have to do is cater to my ego.
He's like, you think I'm funny? Smash.
Yeah.
Double
Right?
smash.
No. I bet you just like play games. Like when you're not at your comedy show, you just like playing video games. Love it. Stay right there. Don't move.
I'm
What do
literally
you,
sitting
what
right here.
What do you need me to bring you? Food? Okay, deal. We can work this out.
So Marlene's a yes for comedy show groupies.
Sorry. Hey, sorry, Mandy. Sorry, Mandy. Whatever her name is. I'm just joking.
I'm dead, and I'm dead. Deceased. So have you noticed like the same girls like going to these shows often, or is it just a bevy of new girls all the time?
Like
He
like I
has
said,
his favorite.
there's no that I'm serious, like dead serious. There's really not. So a lot of the times it'll be like a girl who's following one specific comedian around. It'll be like one
Stalker.
girl, and she'll be like following one guy around, and then she'll add all of the rest of us on fucking whatever, and then she'll message all of us too, and then we'll have to be like, hey, she's a fucking she's a weirdo or whatever. Like that's happened before. There was like a there was this chick who used to do poetry at this one open mic, and she was dating a friend of mine, and she was still sending nudes to all of us. So it was just kind of like we're like I like talked to one guy. I was like, hey, this chick sent me this thing, and he was like, oh, she sent me that same one, and it's like we got to tell him. And then he's like, yeah, she sent it to my bass player too, and it's just like Jesus Christ, like that. I don't
And
know.
she's
There's
sending them for free. She's fumbling the
yeah,
bag, girl.
for
What are you
Homie
doing?
homie hopping.
yeah.
She
That's a
felt like
groupie
she got
groupie.
she felt like she got with the wrong homie.
I think she had been married for like 16 years or something, and she had just she was free, and she was just like you know how that is. You know how
Living
that
her
is.
best life.
Playing the field of dicks.
Here,
Uh,
just
no hating,
this
no hating. It's
is for
just kind of
every.
like just don't betray my friend.
This
You
is
know?
for everyone.
Yeah.
So, in the entertainment industry that
But
you're
it's okay. But it's
obviously,
okay if your friend sent pictures of her, right?
No, I don't. That's what I mean. Like I don't. They don't. Dudes don't send me like pictures. Are you trying to lump me in with that whole thing where like guys trade pics that they get sent to each other? No,
I don't think all guys do. I really don't think all guys do.
no,
I
I don't.
think
I
it's
don't.
like I think it's
That's
a
like
group of
locker room
guys that
shit.
do that.
That's like Trump shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's like that sect of dude probably. I don't know.
yeah. So
I'm just
in
not
the
in
entertainment
that.
industry that you're in,
Uh,
look at that, Marlene. You made me lose literally my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Um, so is it hard to have a faithful relationship with what you do when you're on the road, when you're surrounded by other females that are hitting on you? I'm sure you get hit on quite a bit. Stuff like that. Is it hard to stay faithful?
I feel like no. Now you're asking me that I'm 37, right? Like when I was younger, it was hard to stay faithful in general. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just kind of an immaturity thing more so than anything. I think if I've been on plenty of shows on the road now, and haven't had any issues at all. But if you would have sent me when I was 25, it would have been if I would have been into this when I was 25. Yeah, it would have been a different story. I would have AIDS right now for sure, for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'd have something by now for
It's
sure.
like
Okay, well, I don't know
gonorrhea,
about AIDS.
syphilis,
Yeah,
mono, something.
yeah,
Jesus.
AIDS. No, I'll say AIDS.
He's like straight to
by
AIDS.
now,
Like
by now, yeah,
fuck gonorrhea. I would go straight to
yeah.
AIDS.
It's
Okay.
the New York comics. I don't know. I don't know how like when famous dudes get in trouble for cheating. Like dude, like Adam Levine, perfect example. Like how many women are just throwing it at that dude every day?
True.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't even
Like
think he's cute.
it's hit, but you're in the minority. You know what I mean? Like the majority, like women love him, and they've loved him for so long, for years. And it went to his head eventually. I feel like he used to be like the sensitive, like she will, like singing to you, like you'll be loved. I'll be the one who loves you. I'm artsy fartsy, and now he's like neck tattoos, and he's like, oh, check out this fucking jet. He's a douche now, and it's like he just
Yeah.
got too much attention over time. I think that happens to everyone.
Yeah. No, I see. I've never thought he was cute. Now, Michael B. Jordan just put out some thirst trap pictures today. And let
Mhm.
me tell you what.
Every picture he puts out is a thirst trap.
Let me tell you what. I'm all who. Yeah, exactly, bitch. Matter of fact, let's wrap this up so I can go have me some
He's
Michael B.
fine.
Jordan time.
Go troll his gram.
Yeah, so you guys make sure you guys are following Bill Eves. Make sure you're checking him out on Instagram. Add him on Twitch for all you guys out there that are gamers and stuff and you like doing that whole thing.
Ladies,
I'm
you'll like
honestly,
this game. You will, I promise. It's a scary game. Like it's a lot of fun to watch too.
I'm down. I'm
What
down to
game?
watch it. I really am.
What game?
It's called Dead by Daylight.
And you watch it on Twitch and you're playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow me on Instagram, and the next time I go live, I'll put up a thing,
I am
and
going
you
to
can
check
just
out your next
click
live
it
on
out.
there. Yeah, and I'm going to be obnoxious, just so you know. So it's
Good,
going to be
good.
fun. It'll
I
be a
need
good
people in
time.
chat in there. It's more fun when people are chatting.
I
I'm
need
going
to
to
be
get a
a
whole group in
gamer.
there. I'm all you.
I
You
need to
asked
gain
for it.
more.
Remember that.
Mhm.
But guys, make sure you're checking on Bill. Bill, thank you so much for joining us tonight and answering all those questions.
Of course.
We love that you got real with us for a little bit. You guys check out where are we going? Mesquite. We're going Mesquite on Thursday. Is that what we're doing? That's the
Yeah,
plan.
Mesquite
All right.
downtown. That's Thursday's open mic. There's an open mic tomorrow too at Comics Live. If you don't like going downtown, if you like to stick on the south side, there's an open mic tomorrow at
We love
Comics Live.
downtown. We love downtown
Third,
though.
third.
Mesquite, and don't forget, of course, Friday night member mixer appreciation, All Good Fitness, 6:30 to 8:30. Free drinks.
Free
Free
drinks,
drinks.
and your
Come
girl
by.
will be bartending. So
And it's Art Walk Friday, so just come in, vibe, tour through, get a drink, go vibe.
yeah, Bill, you should come out on Friday and check out the member appreciation. We'll
Actually,
make sure that we're
Bill,
having.
yes, please do come.
I'm here for his
All right,
facial
you got me
expression.
finally. You got now. Pineapple. Pineapple.
I thought pineapple is a swinger thing.
No,
It is.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Why are you shouting pineapple?
Oh, you missed it. She missed that part.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
When you were
We'll
still
tell.
waking up from your fucking hangover,
Ah!
we were pre-show talking about she said if there's anything off limits, pineapple.
Lord have
It was a
mercy.
callback. It was a callback to the pre-show talk that you weren't there for. You were late.
I was
So-
here, just
Oh,
not
Marlene's.
coherent.
Yeah. Marlene's drunk again.
So with the pineapples, we're gonna go ahead and
I'm
get out
sorry.
of here, guys. I just want to let you guys know on March 14th we will not be having an episode that week. We will wait to see you guys on March 24th. But thank you so much, Bill. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you are downloading all of our episodes on every podcasting platform like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Make sure you're checking out All Good Fitness, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. It's been
Thank
real
you.
and fun.